you, some would say courageously, fought a by-election when you left the Conservative Party and you got re-elected as a UKIP MP. You're not putting yourself up again for re-election on this occasion. What's the difference in your own mind?
Well, I'm not switching parties. I'm not subjecting myself to the whip of another party. And I've always been rather tediously consistent on this. If you are going to switch party, then I think you owe it to the voters to get their permission. But if you're resigning the whip, in effect, from the party that you're part of, I don't think you need to do that.
Have you spoken to the the sort of UKIP management in your constituency?
Well, I sent out about 20,000 emails yesterday, actually before I made the announcement, to my call vote in my constituency. And I've been pretty inundated with the responses. I've had thousands, literally. Apart from a handful, they're all overwhelmingly positive. In fact, the typical thing is saying, thank goodness you've left UKIP, we can support you.
They're not saying to you, you need to put yourself up again?
No, they're actually feeling pretty electioned out. We've had a referendum, a by-election, a general election. The mood, I think, is they want people to just get on with things.
Anna, Douglas said to me some time ago that he wasn't going to rejoin the Tory party. Do you think he should?
That's up to Douglas. Actually, I think it's up to him. And I'm not tribal like so many other people, especially the Labour Party. But if he wants to come back and join us, I don't get upset and agitated about that. I think Douglas is his own man. I think that's the truth of it. I think he was always a bit uncomfortable in the Tory party.
To be honest, I feel incredibly comfortable being independent.
Well, I bet you do. You'll bet you feel really good now you're out of UKIP. Because they have a bunch of complete... Well, it's true. Let's be honest about it.
You can say these unkind things, but I refrain.
You don't make any comment at all. I think that speaks volumes.
I mean, it was literally 3 weeks ago that you did say, actually, sitting right there...
I feel a little guilty about that, I'm sorry.
Well, but he said he wouldn't leave UKIP, but he also said that you would not fight the next general election as a Tory. Are you absolutely categoric that you won't fight the next general election as a Tory?
Well, I'm not planning on rejoining the Conservative Party. And
I've spoken to a number of Tories. They'd be quite keen to have you. I mean, it's not just Anna. Quite a few.
I think it's up to Clacton Conservatives, most importantly, if I may say.
I think Anna's absolutely right. The idea that I should feel any sort of entitlement is nonsense. It should be in a democratic party, decided democratically. But look, fundamentally, I used to believe that the secret of politics was the right ministers with the right plans. Now I think we actually need fundamental political change. I had hoped that UKIP would be the vehicle for change. I'm afraid to say I don't think it is. I mean, it's a mini-me version of all the big established parties and all their mistakes and errors.
But just very briefly, therefore, if Clacton Conservative Party invited you back to be their candidate, you would certainly take that seriously?
Right now, thanks, but no thanks. I want to support the government, but I want to support them as a critical friend. Which
you have been doing, to be honest. I mean, you've been voting consistently with the Conservative Party. Well, we should all understand that.
Plenty more to talk about later in the programme. More from Douglas and Anna in just...
It's for S1